back, Lawn Chair Social. If you're wondering why past few episodes we're wearing the same outfits, we're just filming everything this morning, so I'm sure a lot of you were wondering that.
Thought they were corporate uniforms, bro.
It is the Lawn Chair Social signature uniforms, that is correct. Today, it's going to be another pretty chill podcast. We have some unique questions. Don't exactly know what we're going to title this episode. What do you think? Celebrity guess questions or
You should call it celebrity deepfake. Gone wrong. Hashtag not clickbait.
clickbait episode?
After dark.
Here are
Celebrities after dark.
Celebrity guess. We have Brad Pitt on our show. No, but if Brad Pitt ever wants to be on our show,
I guess we could squeeze him
I
in.
guess, yeah, we'll make time. That's fine.
We'd have to get another lawn chair.
Yeah, that's
We'll
true.
have to tell him to bring his
He'll have to
own.
bring his own.
Yeah.
All right, so the type of questions we're asking today are kind of just like fantasy guess questions. See what type of celebrities you'd want to hang out with. So first question. You invited a celebrity over for dinner. Who are you inviting? And what are you going to make them? Marcus.
Well, let's just get this one out of the way. I think we'd all invite Ryan Reynolds. And we'd probably have like a fettuccine alfredo,
Okay.
you know? And just really enjoy the evening. And
Ryan Reynolds would be, I feel like, a fantastic guest.
I think he would make some great like dinner conversation. I mean, his tweets are always the best.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know?
No, he just seems like a down-to-earth celebrity, and I mean, my wife would be okay with it if his wife came. You know, Blake Lively.
Yeah.
She loves Blake Lively. I love Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
I would probably invite Chris Pratt. Do some type of like barbecue, you know, fire up the grill. I'm no grill master, and I've used grill myself 3 times maybe, but I would do it for him. I feel like it's the type of food he would enjoy. Plus, like, same with Ryan Reynolds. He seems down to earth. I enjoy his films. I'm a fan of the Jurassic Worlds, of Guardians of the Galaxy, so it'd be fun to, you know, have a little dinner evening of going through his different roles that he's played in his characters.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah. So that'd be fun.
Yeah.
It would definitely be a very surreal moment of just having a celebrity in your home.
Now, are we talking like candlelit dinner, or is it like as fancy as you want to make it, or
Yeah,
as chill as you want to make it?
As fancy or as chill, man. Like, I would even cook him some Kraft mac and cheese. You know,
Yeah.
that'd be fine. Maybe throw in some like cut up hot dogs or sausages in it. You know, get a little crazy.
Yeah. Because the way I see it is like, it's kind of like I invite him over, but it's like you invited your friend over to hang out for the day,
Yeah.
but your mom isn't home yet, and you know you're both getting hungry. So fettuccine alfredo is my like forte. I can make that with my eyes closed, and it'll always turn out amazing. So
I'll be the judge of that someday.
someday,
Or Ryan will. You know, maybe he'll see it.
maybe.
Maybe if
Hopefully.
our 15 followers can
Get
all
this
tag him together, maybe we'll get a response. That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty sweet.
All right, next. You have a yacht. You're having a yacht party. You
Mhm.
can bring 5 guests. You gotta think of how they interact with each other as well, you know?
Yeah.
Who you bringing?
Well, we all know the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's throwing money off the yacht. So you got to bring
Okay,
Leo,
respect it.
you know, and he can bring his one Oscar.
His baby.
His baby is
Well
his
earned, well earned.
very late due. Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
I just feel like, since he's been on The Hangover, he probably knows how to throw like a decent yacht party.
Yeah,
You know,
makes sense.
I have to do Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, he'd be fun.
I feel like he would take it. He could take it down to a chill level.
Definitely. You see, his latest movie, Murder Mystery 2 on Netflix for the red carpet event. He just wore a hoodie. It's like sweats.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, no.
The
It's
style.
his movie. He can do what he
Yeah.
wants.
It is his movie.
That's his style, man.
He's getting comfy.
All right, so you got 3 so far.
And then I do Key and Peele.
Key and Peele.
I don't know. I've heard rumors that they're maybe not the best together. Like their relationship is strictly business.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you could get along with someone that well
Like that, have that good of chemistry
and not
in
get
their
along.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they've both have ventured off and done different projects
Yeah.
recently, so I'm sure it's just a matter of
Creative
creative differences, and working with someone for that long. I'm sure you'll butt heads, but I think deep down, they'd be good friends and they could definitely hold a party. They're really
for
funny.
sure.
So
And a yacht's pretty big, so
yeah,
if
yeah.
they do butt heads, there's 2 ends of the yacht.
All right, I had a solid 5 in mind. I'm gonna switch it up a bit. So I'm gonna bring Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Mm-hmm.
Power couple right there.
Yeah.
And been a fan of Zendaya since her Disney years. Been a fan of Tom Holland ever since,
Spidey, man.
let's see, Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
I thought he's great. I've loved his other films since, and they both just seem like really fun people, a little closer to my age as well, so that helps to get along. To them too, I would then bring Zac Efron.
That's a good one.
I think he is one of the cooler celebrities, especially his Down to Earth documentary. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have.
It's amazing. I still need to finish season 2, but he just seems like so down to earth.
Yeah.
He really does. And he's been in a lot of projects as well that I enjoy and would love to talk to him about. Going along keeping to a very familiar cast of these people with Zendaya, Zac Efron, I would go Hugh Jackman as well. He'd be the 4th guest.
Okay.
Like, his Wolverine years, you could talk about that for so long.
Oh, yeah.
He could probably give me the best workout routines ever.
Oh,
Get
for
swole.
sure.
And he seemed to have pretty good on-screen chemistry with Zendaya and Zac Efron as well, so I feel like they would mingle really well. And I feel like, him and Tom, they'd get together
Yeah.
pretty well. Let's see, a 5th guest. This one's a little bit harder since I changed up my group a little more.
Yeah.
Probably Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
I loved him in Black Panther as Killmonger.
Yeah.
Creed is dope and just great.
Yeah.
I feel like that group of people would all be very fun. I don't know if they're friends in real life, but I feel like they would mingle really well. I mean, Tom, Zach, Hugh, and Michael, they're all jacked.
They're all big names too.
Yeah,
You
huge names. And so it would just be an experience
It'd be
for
dope.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, next question. You're invited to watch a movie with your celebrity, but you gotta watch one of their movies. So, who's your celebrity
Mm-hmm.
and which movie of theirs?
I want to say the first movie I vividly remember watching It was on VHS. That's how old I am. And that's how old this memory is. It was VHS. It was Spider-Man. 2002 Spider-Man, I believe, with Tobey
yeah.
Maguire. I would watch it with Toby just because, like, that movie is just, like, it's the first movie I remember. And I loved that Spider-Man. It was, pretty huge.
Definitely.
So, but I feel like I wouldn't just watch the movie. It'd probably be like, back
you'd have to pause it. You'd have to ask, like, what were you thinking in this scene?
Well, you remember back in the day when you accidentally played like I think it's called like the director's cut, where they talk over the movie and you're like, no, this is the wrong one. I don't want it. I want to watch it.
It was like disc 2 in the little package.
Yeah, and you'd have to like listen to them talk. I feel like that's how that movie would be for me. Like, we would just like talk, like, oh, like for that scene, like, how'd you do that, or what stunt exactly entailed like doing that and this. So I think I would just talk to him.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of questions,
That'd be super fun. And to go along with that, like, if I was able to do this in real life, definitely it would take me 5 hours to get through the movie, just pausing every so often, and it would be Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon, because that's what made Matt Damon and Ben Affleck popular. They wrote that movie themselves. They were just two like kid actors in Boston, and they got a studio to sign off. They got a big name, Robin Williams, and got the thumbs up to do it, and it launched their careers. And so I know Matt Damon would love to talk about it.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I've seen a few clips of interviews of him, and he always just loves talking about it, how it was for them being so new in the industry and getting the opportunity to work with such great other actors and stuff. And I really enjoy all of Matt Damon's works, honestly. His ocean movies, We Bought a Zoo, Born Identities.
Yeah.
They're great. And so he'd be fun to talk to and definitely have a evening with. But Good Will Hunting would be the number one to watch with them.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. Next, you have a Disney day at Disneyland, and you get the celebrity perks. Who's your celebrity guest? Who are you hanging out with all day?
If it's an all-dayer, it'd have to be Will Ferrell. I just think the interactions between us and between everybody, it would just like, them lines at Disney are long, and I don't know if we'll get, celebrity privilege to skip the line. So if we don't get that celebrity privilege, being in a line with Will Ferrell, I can't imagine that would be
boring. It can't be boring at all.
It cannot, he's a man of, I feel like
he's a man of talent, dude.
He's got talent. He's got a lot of like personas.
Yeah.
So I just feel like he would embody whatever ride we were going on, and he would just take to it. And I think the biggest reason why I would choose him is, if you've ever watched the videos he does with his daughter, there's one where his daughter is like a cop and he's being interrogated. Oh, hands down, best 2-minute video.
I remember that one. Okay.
Yeah.
That one's hilarious.
It's hilarious, and I just
she's like asking him for his rent too, like she's the landlord.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious, dude.
They're good. They're classics.
Gold. Liquid gold.
Yeah.
Literally.
Who would you have your Disney day with?
So, there's definitely a lot of great choices for it. And a lot of celebrities are just kind of flipping through my head, like Samuel Jackson. That'd be fun.
That would be fun, yeah.
Ewan McGregor. That'd be sick. But I would have to choose Hayden Christensen, because he himself is a big fan of Star Wars. So am I. So we'd have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I feel like he is very personal with his fans. Any guest interaction or fan interaction I've seen online of him, he's always just so happy to talk to people.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be fun to get to hang out with him, but also probably get to see some of his own fans in the park as well, and
for
and get to see
sure.
that, because he really had a hard career. Like, he got a lot of hate for Star Wars when it first came out, and luckily the fan base has kind of gone away from that and has looked back and saw like what
Yeah.
amazing job he actually did. And he has just like lit up since then.
Yeah.
Being invited back to be Vader on Kenobi is just awesome. Got little songbirds.
Yeah.
Start talking about Disney, man. They just pop up.
They know their
But
cue.
he'd
Well,
be fun to hang out with.
I know a lot of people don't have this opinion, but so the first Star Wars movies I watched was 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
You know, the prequels. And I know a lot of people are like, prequels suck, they're not that good, blah blah blah. Dude, for it being like the first space fantasy movie I've seen, I loved them.
Oh yeah.
They were awesome. And then when I watched the original trilogy, you know, I never was like, oh, there's a discontinuity, which I feel like at the end of the day is like the most important thing.
Yeah.
You know? Now, I like Star Wars, don't get me wrong. I don't think I'd qualify myself as a diehard fan, you know? But I just, like, I haven't dove deep to see if there really are continuity issues, but I love the prequels, and I think they did a great job, you know? And then you get to the trilogy, and you don't really feel like you're left guessing who's who and who has what impact.
Yeah.
You know? So,
for how they made Star Wars, where, you know, back in the 70s, you know,
yeah.
put out the original trilogy, and then to 30 years later, 20 years later, whenever they started, to do another trilogy before, you know, the prequels, like, to write up a whole story that has to lead in perfectly. I think they did a great job.
I think they did a fantastic job.
Yeah, no, and people with Hayden specifically, they're like, his acting's bad, he delivers so weird in like number 3 and stuff. And the reason for that, like, he actually explains, he studied how Vader talked in the original trilogies, and Vader talks slow and deep, and has like a lot of just like anger in his voice and stuff. And so when he has his, you know, transformation of, you know, the dark side, he talks slow.
Yeah.
He talks angry, because that's how he did it. He studied the acting of who he was trying to follow, and I think he encapsulated it great. So,
well, like, how old was he, like, in the movies? Like
oh yeah, so he started in number 2, Attack of the Clones, man. He's probably very early 20s, man.
Yeah, and then like his character, like Anakin, is how old in number 3?
Anakin's only like, he's only like 16 in the second one, and then like 18 or 19 in, I think just 18 in number 3. He's literally a kid.
That's when I watched those, I was like, you know, he's a kid. Like, like, this is exactly how a kid with anger would act.
Yeah.
You know, I think he did great on his acting. Like, for what he's the chosen one, you know, he's an 18-year-old kid, he's young, it goes to his head, he gets misguided. I think he encapsulates it perfectly.
Definitely.
He's awkward because he's still, like, basically going through puberty, you know?
And dude, like, look at his childhood, man. He grew up in like the worst possible scenario. Like, he was a slave in the desert planet, and then he was taken to this crazy religion away from his mom. Like, the dude needed a therapist.
Hardcore.
but
that's what made him so good.
This has turned into just a Star Wars episode, but hey, I don't mind. If you know me, you know I'm okay with it. But yes, Disney Day with Hayden Christensen. And hey, maybe in the future, what if we blow up this podcast and Hayden wants to be on our show?
I'd love it.
1000%, dude. easy. If he,
We'll get you a lawn chair.
yeah, he'll have his own for sure.
We'll get you one.
Brad Pitt has to bring one, but we'll get one for Hayden
And Ryan. Right?
and Ryan. All right, 2 more questions for this.
Okay.
Red carpet event. You are invited by a celebrity to go to just an event.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you like to invite you?
I think Brad Pitt invited me. You got me thinking about Brad Pitt now. I think that would be a cool invitation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He's just done such good work. Like, I loved him in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Oh, great performance. Loved it. And I just think he just pulls off character so well. And he's, I don't know the guy personally, but I think an invitation from Brad Pitt would be really cool.
Yeah. No, that'd be insane. I feel like he would be chill on the red carpet too.
Yeah.
And you luckily don't have to worry too much about how you look, because he'll steal the show, man.
He'll steal. Yeah.
Everyone's looking at him.
Yeah.
They're not looking at you. But no, he's done some great work. So it'd also be cool to have a little bit of time to talk to him about stuff.
Oh yeah.
No, that'd be fun. Recently blowing up on TikTok is Jack Black and his red carpet for Jumanji. It's just the funniest thing, man. He's just running around, posing on the ground, doing the paint me like one of your French girl poses.
Yeah.
He's photobombing The Rock and Kevin Hart. And he's just having a good time. He doesn't care. Everyone else stands there flexing and looking sexy
good,
and trying to be all serious, and he's just running around having a good time.
Yeah.
So I feel like obviously you'd be so nervous to go to an event like this because you meet everyone,
Oh, yeah.
But with him, he would just
Take
have
the
so
edge
much
off.
fun.
Yeah.
You'd take the edge off for sure. That'd be super fun.
Yeah. Jack Black being Jack Black.
Yeah. All right. Last, you have an hour interview with anyone, dead or alive. This could be actor, celebrity, a famous scientist, a politician. Who are you going with? I'll give you a second because I got my answer. This one I've definitely jumped back and forth a lot on. Because there's thousands of people, obviously, that
Yeah.
you could choose. So a more recent celebrity and passing, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
His acting was just top tier. Every role he had, he just fully took in his character. Black Panther, so glad they didn't try to rewrite him,
Yeah.
because you can't outdo Chadwick's performance there. 42, one of my all-time favorite sports movies and probably top 10, top 5 movies of all time. Just the story itself, obviously, of Jackie Robinson, so inspirational, but just how Chadwick performed was just insane.
Yeah.
Such a good movie, and you take into account that he was battling cancer through all these roles, and no one knew,
Yeah.
and people were calling out his weight loss. He didn't take it personally. He didn't
Yeah.
fight back. He kept it personal, kept it in his family, and still gave wonderful performances all around. I think it'd be amazing to just talk to him and how he's able to take on those roles and how he was able to fight through it all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That would be an emotional hour for sure of
Yeah.
an interview, but I feel like it would be really fulfilling.
Yeah. I originally had an answer, but now I'm changing it because at first I thought Albert Einstein would be cool, to interview him.
Pick his brain, man. See how
Yeah.
he sees the world.
Yeah, because according to urban myth and legend and media and whatever, he was this guy who was super smart, but he was happy. He was kooky. He
Partied all the time, man. He had a good time.
Yeah. So it's how do you achieve that blissfulness at knowing so many things. I guess I would interview him,
Probably
but it
a little
would
bit
be
of cocaine in there, but
probably is probably crazy. Yeah, I'd probably pick his brain and because I feel like most intellectual people, like the more you know, the more depressed you are, the sadder you are.
Yeah.
The more you have to worry about. But Einstein just seemed like he was doing his thing, and obviously all the science stuff would go right over my head.
Yeah.
No way I could understand it. Maybe he could explain it to me like I was 5, and I'd learn more. But I would just want to know, he was always just so happy all the time. He's a kooky guy, and I don't know, just talk to him for an hour. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. I mean, there's no wrong answer. Really anyone from history would be fun, and an hour is not a long time. You don't have to worry about not knowing what to ask or what to say. You could really talk to anyone and just learn a lot. Just really comes down to, and it's never gonna happen, obviously.
Yeah.
But it just comes down to who you think would be fun to talk to.
Yeah.
There's still a lot, but there's no wrong answer. I know some of you out there are like, oh, if you could interview anyone, why not Jesus?
Yeah.
That's a great answer, but
It's a big answer.
it's a big answer. All right, well, that about does it. And we've mentioned this in our past episodes. We want to ask the questions you normally wouldn't think of. Conversation starters. You have a new coworker that you want to get to know. You are trying to make a friend in one of your hobbies or at church or in your community. These are just good questions to ask, and just pick someone's brain and see what they like. We've brought up lots of movies, lots of different actors who are some of our favorites, and it's just a good way to get to know people. So, anything to add?
I've got nothing to add. Everything's been said, and we just hope you guys can make your own questions too. And if you guys got good questions, ask them to us, and we'll try to get to them, and we'll try to make episodes, and maybe even bring a fan on and see how we vibe.
Yeah, if you guys have questions or topics that you want us to talk about, if you've been enjoying the past few episodes, definitely let us know. We're still new, very new. It's our first day of filming. I believe we're just on our 3rd episode here, but we want ideas. We want it to be a community, so let us know and join in. Comment down, share our videos, show your families, show your loved ones, show your boss, show your ex, anyone.
Anyone, everyone.
But this has been Lawn Chair Social. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you are subscribed. If not, thanks for watching at least.
Yeah, thanks for popping by. Have a great week.
Because lawn chairs are everywhere, they're everywhere.